Today I'm taking a work from home day just to get a couple of things done and then the rest of the day off. And I don't know if I'm getting a little bit sick or if it's just an after effect of teaching a bit last week and having to raise my voice because my throat sounds all kinds of funny. But the house is a mess because I wouldn't call it a depressive episode, but it is the aftermath of a depressing week. I lost a coworker. It's someone I considered a friend. She works with me. She works for my department, and she passed away very suddenly, very, very tragically, because she was only like in her mid 40s. And she'd been going through some health stuff for about 3 years now. It started during the pandemic, not COVID related, but mystery ailments, chronic health issues, inflammation, maybe rheumatoid arthritis, probably more than that. But her heart gave out, and I had to tell everyone, and it's just been a very emotional time. And so that was what happened yesterday. And then, the person I don't know directly, but yesterday I went online, I signed into Instagram, and if others of you follow cat rescues, you might have seen it too. Ashley from Youngest Old Cat Lady, a very sweet girl, maybe in her 20s, I believe she was now. I think when I started following her, she was still in her late teens. She took her life, and, I don't know her, but that really hit hard too. So I'm a little bit emotional right now, and I'm a little mentally tender, I guess you could say. I also haven't really been vlogging a lot because I've been going through some of my own health crises in the last month. I have a vlog that I've been sitting on that I have to edit, which I'll hopefully get to today, but to be honest, you might end up seeing this one before that one just because of the level of effort. So today I'm going to take care of me, take care of a few projects, work for a couple of hours. Really, that's it. I have a letter to write and a couple of meetings to attend, so I'm gonna work maybe 3 hours and then clock out the rest as sick time or vacation or whatever. And then just focus on tidying the house so that at least I feel physically good in my space, because it's a mess. It's kind of a disaster zone, really. So I'm gonna do that. And I'll take you guys along with me, and hopefully I'm not developing a cold and this throat thing is just overuse of my vocal cords, because that's not something I need on top of everything else. And yeah, so it's gonna be a slow self-care day, literally, because that's my plan. I'm gonna take care of the house, take care of me, take care of personal projects, and just relax. very impromptu empties. So these are things I have used up in the last like month and a half, 2 months. I'm making an effort to go through my stuff, and my stuff tends to run out around the same time. So tea tree tingle shampoo. I used to love this. Now I feel like it leaves my hair a little too dry, but I sometimes go back to it when I have scalp issues. I bought this last year when I was having that extreme pain after COVID, like in my dental area, and it's nice. I don't know if it like, really helped in particular, but I was taking extra precaution. Can't speak. Precautions because that weird tooth pain was just concerning. This stuff is my easy, find it at Whole Foods, go to face cream. Right now I'm trying some K skincare stuff that I really like, and this was a random thing from a Christmas box that they had, and I finally used it up. And this is my little sample of Juliet Has a Gun, which is one of my favorite perfumes, but I wanted to get rid of the sample because I have a full size, and I was like, okay, get rid of the little stuff first. And while we're at it, I might as well show you guys my makeup declutter. So I've got 2 of these e.l.f. putty primers, which are trash. They are beyond help. I actually really like these. I think I might be the only person who ever liked them, and I believe they have discontinued them as a fact. This is a La Vanilla that I'm debating keeping or not. I think that the essential oils in this particular one have been irritating my underarms, but I'll see. It might be something else. So these 2 are trash. The rest of this stuff is still usable, so I'm going to give it to my mom to see if she wants to distribute it. This is the putty primer blush. I feel like this irritates my skin. I always feel like my cheeks get a little hot when I'm wearing this, so I think there might be something in it that gives me an allergy. This is the No Budge Cream Eyeshadow in white, which I thought, well, maybe this might work as a primer. I hate this. It's terrible. It doesn't blend. It is awful. I don't know if the other colors are any better, but this one's pretty bad. e.l.f. These are the shiny core shine or whatever these are called. Hydrating core lip shines. I find that these really just dry out my lips, so I will be getting rid of these. Like I said, they're still useful, so I'll give them to my mom to see if she has someone that might want them. This was an Essence highlighter when I just needed a highlighter for some costume or something I was doing. It's fine, but I really don't use it, so somebody else might get a kick out of it. This is the Cheek Kiss from Milani. This is Merlot Moment. I really like the cheek kisses, but I feel like this one always makes me look just a little garish. Like, I just look overly made up, and I'm kind of over that, so getting rid of it. And these 3, I was going through a moment. I was feeling nostalgic for things of the past, so I picked these up, but I really just like how they feel on the lips. So this was an Almay Lip Vibes, and these are 2 Maybelline. This was like some sort of like special edition red they had, and this is a brownish pink. I really like this shade, but it's just like something about the lip feel and the smell that I do not like. So I'm gonna get rid of those, give them away. And that's my little mini declutter. I have a lot more to declutter, but for now, this is a good start. I still have to deal with the mess in the kitchen and prepare all my supplements for migraines, and I have to deal with the mess on the table and eventually clean the floor. But for now, we're gonna make something for breakfast. And so I have a small pile of laundry that I need to get taken care of, and as I've been going through it, I've actually been doing some decluttering. I need to do some major decluttering, but this is, like I said, a start. Same with like the makeup stuff. Looking a little better. Bed is made. That's the bag of makeup to declutter. Some stuff I need to sort through here. I really need to take care of the book situation. This is my to be read pile. I need to read them. Closet is looking okay. I really do need to sort through clothes that I just don't wear anymore. I did a declutter in December, but if you've been around long enough, you will remember that December kind of became a lot of family drama. So my vacation, which is when I planned to do like a full top to bottom declutter of my home, deal with all types of stuff, just like KonMari, the month away. That did not happen. I ended up having to spend part of that with my mom because of her health and life issues. And then right before work started up again, I had to spend the other part of my vacation with my dad because he had a major health crisis. And then I just kind of lost all my free time to my parents' health issues. So now I am dealing with the fact that my house has just reached what I consider max capacity. I am not a minimalist per se, but I try to keep a limited stock of stuff. I don't really have a lot of extras. My one problem area is always makeup because I've always loved makeup. Before like even, you know, like makeup became a thing on the internet, like I grew up admiring makeup as a child. So that's always been one of my little problem areas. So I have stuff, like I have papers there that need shredding. I've been waiting for like a community shred day to take care of that. I have like food stuff that I've already dealt with, but I have a few other items where I'm like, yeah, I should donate these to the pantry because I'm not gonna get around to them. They're still good, they're non-perishables. Just things like that. But for the most part, I really need to go through the closet. I need to get rid of clothes that I just no longer wear, that no longer fits my body well. I've had like a lot of physical changes because of, you know, just like I'm middle-aged, like I'm reaching a certain point in my life where things have shifted around a bit. I have, you know, a chronic health issue that affects my weight, and sometimes I go up and sometimes I go down, and usually I'm within like a couple sizes, but also styles change and I'm probably not going to go back to some of those pieces. So it's time to move on, and I need to make the time for that. It is not going to be today, but it's going on my list for probably my next break, which will be around my birthday, if all goes as planned. So goals, life goals, plans, thoughts in the future. Okay, a little better. Table is cleared out, and stuff that I had up here is cleared out. I have to do the dishes for today, but everything is looking a little bit better, and I fixed up my Roomba with new brushes so that I can set that to clean. And now I need to toss this because I sorted the cat's food, and that fan box because I had to buy a new fan. Mine broke last year and it's starting to get hot again, so it was about time. The living room I'll clear a little bit later, and this box that you will probably continue to see for a few more weeks is stuff from my mom's house. Because one thing I do not recommend is bringing junk from your parents' house because you're helping them get rid of stuff. Mostly, my mom has this problem where she's having a really hard time getting rid of stuff from like my childhood, and I don't really need this. These are cups. These are Disney cups, cartoon cups, all kinds of like special edition, got them at McDonald's cups from the 90s. And yeah, I'm sure that there's some value to them. Oh, I had to call him, but anyhow, don't bring your parents' crap to your house because it will just sit there and then it's crap you have to deal with. So now I have to deal with junk that I didn't know I had to deal with on top of my own junk. And now I have to sort through it and figure out how to get rid of it and where's the best place to take it. So moral of the story, just get rid of it. Just get rid of it in their house. Don't bring it home. I made myself a little ham and cheese and guava sandwich in the panini press, and I'm probably gonna just have the banana to go along with it and call it lunch since it's almost 11. My appetite's been on and off with everything that's been happening. I've had like low appetite days and extremely high appetite days, and it's just been a weird weekend, and my stomach is kind of not very happy about it. So we're gonna eat this and continue. Nieve, are you enjoying this? You like your little corner of the bed now? Good girl. And you, Figgy, causing chaos per usual. Yes, you are. So now I actually do have a work meeting to attend, so this is like the one thing I'm gonna do today. I have no energy for much else. I'm gonna do this, then I'll pick up my laundry, which is drying, and then I will do some writing and probably wrap the day up with more cleaning and some yoga, because that is all that I have the physical and mental energy to really take care of. Plus maybe some planning, because my planner needs to be figured out for the week. So I'm waiting here, watching some videos, and I'm going to go through and figure out my planner. I'm waiting for a phone call that I hope comes soon. Unexpectedly, I had my upcoming doctor's appointment, which I was really anxious to get to, canceled for whatever personal reasons. I mean, I know my doctor has a life too and stuff happens, but it's especially frustrating because this office is so hard to get a hold of. So even if I call the main hospital line, I can't get a new appointment because it has to go through the specialist's office. So I set this appointment like 6 months ago, I think it was, and then it got delayed by like another 2 months because originally like one doctor had to get rescheduled or something like that, and then once I got onto a new doctor, I was set to go, and suddenly I had all this work stuff come up, and I had to reschedule, and it was not only hard to reschedule, but then I kind of hated myself for it because it's the thing that I don't want to do, which is valuing my job more than my life, essentially, and I'm a little over that. And this particular appointment is also on like a day that was not great, and I debated rescheduling, but I was like, no, I really need to see this doctor. Like, I need this appointment for my own peace of mind, because it's a condition that is being monitored every 6 to 8 months depending on the time. But I've been monitoring this since it was found in 2020. It's the cyst in my arm. I have a cyst in my shoulder bone, and they've been monitoring it for, you know, like any changes to make sure that it remains benign. So that's an important thing to me. I've got some other stuff going on health-wise, and I just want to know if they're in any way related or if I'm okay. And so I have very anxiously been awaiting this appointment next week on Tuesday. Now it is not on Tuesday. Now I don't know when it's going to be, and I'm trying not to let it get to my head, but at the same time, I'm just like, please just call me this afternoon. I don't feel like having to do the crazy, you know, call every day until somebody picks up roulette. And yeah, I get a hold of the main office and they're like, oh, we'll transfer you and leave a voicemail, they'll get back to you. And it's like, great. So I know that they have a tendency to call for reschedules right before the office closes. So that's why I'm like, I was gonna vacuum, but now I am not going to vacuum, because if I vacuum and I'm making too much noise and I don't hear my phone call, then it's gonna be more upsetting than if I just waste some time and do something quiet that I know I can hear the phone ringing over. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead, do my schedule on my like paper planner. I already did it on my electronic planner. Also, because I need to know what I'm doing in the next few weeks if I get this phone call and get to reschedule. So wish me luck. I really hope that within the next hour I get a new appointment, and hopefully it is not like 3 months away or something crazy. I don't know if my brain can handle it. Just saying. They didn't call, so I guess I am going to have to chase them tomorrow and hope for the best as far as finding an appointment that isn't so many months from now that I completely lose my mind to anxiety. But I am going to make a little bit of tea and do some writing now. I just did some yoga because I wanted to stretch a little bit just to feel good in my body. Still feeling that scratchy throat. I just, you know, sometimes I get allergies, sometimes stuff happens. I might have eaten something that disagreed with me and made my allergies flare up, or I might have, you know, I originally thought, just like talked a little bit too much at a high volume to project my voice. So I'm really just hoping this isn't a cold, because I don't want to deal with that. Okay, so I wrote 887 words, and that brings me up to, let's see, 9,300 words for my nano goal, which is only 15,000 words. I set a very modest goal for Camp NaNoWriMo of 15,000 words with a stretch goal of 30,000 if I can, you know, like double my words basically. So right now I'm doing good. I'm almost at my goal. At this rate, I might, you know, I might be able to get to the stretch of 30,000, but I don't want to put myself there. I also did not want to put myself there with a 50,000 word goal. Also, it's totally arbitrary. I know this novel will end up somewhere in the 70 plus range for a first draft because that's usually what my first drafts look like. But it's going well. You know, I have it all plotted out. I actually, you know, I very loosely plot and then I build from there. So whereas my plot tells me I should be on chapter 3. I'm actually on chapter 8, which makes sense just because once I start adding the details, it goes in. I shouldn't really call them chapters. I should call them like major scenes or something. Like these are the major scenes I'm trying to hit. The smaller scenes are where I sort of just discovery write. I just give myself a roadmap and I fill it in from there. So that is my nano goal, but my overall project is at just under 21,000. So I'm at 20,471 words for the entire project. So I think I will either hit, you know, the like, depending on where I can get, if I can get to that 30,000, I might be just under a 50K novel at this point, which would be somewhere around like a halfway mark to maybe like a 2/3 of the way for the final project. My goal is to write this draft, to finish it by maybe May, maybe June. I'm not stressing myself out. This is a book 2 for the work that I'm querying. So it may or may never go anywhere. I am still just querying, so still getting rejections, still waiting. I need to find a few more agents to query. I might rewrite my package again, my query package. I don't know. At this point, I don't know. I have, you know, dreams and aspirations and goals, but I'm also realistic. And as I've said before, this may be something that goes trad, or if it doesn't look like that's ever going to be a possibility, I would consider investing into self-publishing, but that is a story for another day. I am going to wrap up for tonight. I think I'm just going to relax for the rest of the evening. I'm going to cook up some dinner, have a nice night, and probably edit that vlog that I've been dragging my heels on once I export this one. So I will either see you guys in this one or in the other one first, but either way, have a great day. Hug your loved ones. Say all the things you would like to say to the people you appreciate, because you never know when you're going to lose them. And one of the, you know, more touching, kind of sad things that happened recently was that one of my other coworkers says that she's been meaning to write a note to the coworker who passed away, and she never got around to it, and she kind of regrets that. So don't live with regret. Just say the words you need to say today and send it out there into the world. So I'll see you guys later, and I leave you with that.